Without a doubt, the most controversial player in the entire NHL is Evan Bouchard. I've been a hockey fan for my entire life. There have been many controversial hockey players in my lifetime, and all for different reasons. Growing up, the Oilers were my team and still kind of are, and there's been a ton of controversial Oilers over the years. Taylor Hall, Milan Lucic, Jesse Puljujarvi, Evander Kane, Darnell Nurse, Stuart Skinner, to name a few, but never, in all my years of watching the Oilers, have I ever seen a more controversial / polarizing player than Evan Bouchard. And that's exactly what we'll be discussing in today's video. Do you like Evan Bouchard? Do you hate him? What do you think his next contract will look like? What do you think his next contract should look like? Drop a comment down below, because I do interact and reply to every comment in the comment section. And going forward, as you can see here, I have a nice clock brought to you by timetrackers.ca. I'll be highlighting the most liked comments from my previous video. So I'll be doing that at the end of this video. So I did a video on Ovechkin, so the most liked comments in that video, I will be giving a shout out to that person at the end of this video. So stay till then, and if drop a comment down below. I literally interact with every single one. If you don't believe me, just give it a go. But yeah, we're talking about Evan Bouchard, the polarizing, the controversial Evan Bouchard. What a season he's having. With that being said, let's get right into this video. But before that, I just also stay to the end of this video because I do have a few words, some heartfelt words that, this has been something I wanted to talk about for quite a while now. So stay to the end because, I think you'll like it. But with that being said, Oilers fans, if you're an Oilers fan, hockey fan, let's hop right back into this bad boy. Okay, so first off, my thoughts. What do I think of Evan Bouchard? I think Evan Bouchard is awesome. I think he's polarizing. I think he's controversial. I think all of those things are true. It's a very interesting player. Like, Evan Bouchard is very interesting because when it's going good for this player, for Evan Bouchard, when it's going good, I think really he could be a top 5 defenseman in the league. And that might be a hot take, but I don't think it is. Like, people forget this guy. He broke a record in last year's playoffs for the most assists by a defenseman in NHL history. Like, Cale Makar didn't do that. Quinn Hughes didn't do that. Bobby Orr didn't do that. Paul Coffey didn't do that. I think he broke Paul Coffey's record. It was Paul Coffey. But Evan Bouchard, forever, for however long this record stands, it's going to be Evan Bouchard. Like, that's crazy. That's not a fluke. And people are going to be like, oh, yeah, well, he's feeding Connor and Leon. I mean, so what? There's Darnell Nurse on the Oilers. Tyson Barrie was on the Oilers. Matthias Ekholm, like, that's such a terrible take. I hate that. No, Evan Bouchard has been a highly offensive defenseman his entire career, and that has transitioned to his NHL play. So you got to love it. And honestly, growing up, this was a type of player that people were raving about and Oilers fans were wanting for so long. And usually, and a good chunk of the time, an offensive defenseman is not usually the best defensive defenseman. I'm looking at Erik Karlsson. He struggled defensively his whole career. Brent Burns wasn't the best either. You've got PK Subban, who is just atrocious in his own end. So it's not a coincidence. Usually offensive defensemen are not the best defensively. But that's one thing that I think Evan Bouchard, he can fix, because he sucked last year. At the beginning of the season, if you're an Oilers fan, you know he struggled, and he struggled mightily, maybe even worse than he has all season. Just the lack of intensity, just the terrible plays, the giveaways every single game. It was terrible. But come playoffs and the second half of the Oilers season, they were amazing, and so was Evan Bouchard. And he wasn't just amazing offensively; he was great defensively. I did pre and post last year for the Oilers. It was really, really fun. Worked with Tom Gazzola, Matt Cassian, former NHLer. I was a producer of the Oil Stream pre and post game show, and I can count on my one hand how many times Evan Bouchard was he was the bad player of the game. Like, it was like 3 times, maybe twice. The whole playoffs, it was not Evan Bouchard. Everyone was just raving about how good he was, and not just offensively, but defensively. So, to the original question, what do I think of Evan Bouchard? I think he's going through it. You see it time and time again. When players have a great year, the next year they tend to slide. And when you're in a Canadian crazy market in Edmonton, I mean, just ask Darnell Nurse. All the controversial players that I listed before. Like, when Oilers fans and Oilers media, as much as they say they tune it out, I have a hard time believing that they tune all of it out. The last Oilers game I was at, Evan Bouchard, every fan beside me was just, oh, this guy sucks, and it's like they forgot what he was able to do last season. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. Yeah, he'd be the first to say it, that he's probably having not an ideal year, especially when the contract's coming up. But, I mean, he's still an unreal talent, and I don't think... I don't know. It blows my mind that Oilers fans think he's as terrible as he is, because you look at the numbers, and just looking at the numbers right now, his first full year, his real crack at the can here was 21-22. He put in 43 points in 81 games played. His second season, 82 games played, he had 40 points, so not bad. And then he takes off 82 points in 81 games played. This year, 63 points. And that's the thing. He's having a down year, but he's still having a pretty damn, fine year. 63 points in 77 games played. That's really not that bad. His goals could be better. He's only had 13 goals. He should be a 20-goal defenseman. He really should be. So, I don't know. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say. Drop a comment down below, like I said at the beginning of this video, because I interact with every single one. As for his next contract, I really think Jacob Chychrun, he set the market when he signed 8 years, $72 million, $9 million. Okay, $9 million AAV. So this is Jacob Chychrun, who, is he better offensively than Evan Bouchard? No. Is he better defensively than Evan Bouchard? Yes. His career totals, if I'm not mistaken, his highest, I mean, points aren't everything, but, I mean, it's a big chunk of the game. You got to put the puck in the net, and as far as career highs go, for Jacob Chychrun, I believe it was 44 points as a career high for Jacob Chychrun. Let me check. I think he's having a career high this year. Yeah, 47 points in 72 games played. That gets you $9 million. Just ask Darnell Nurse. Those are Darnell Nurse numbers. He's got 9.25. So I will say, if you're an Oilers fan, this Chychrun deal makes the Nurse deal look, it evens out. It does. It evens out a little bit. As far as the next contract goes, I really think Evan Bouchard's going to go in, and his camp's going to want 11. And I think Oilers are going to say, hey, no, look at Chychrun here. He's got 9, so let's. And the Oilers, knowing the Oilers, they're always freaking, yeah, they don't give out money unless you're McDavid or Draisaitl. As we've seen with Holloway and Broberg, they let them go because they disagreed with $1 million, which is ridiculous. But that's besides the point. I think the Oilers are going to offer him $9 million. They're going to come in the middle. It's going to be a $10 million, 10.25. I like that. I like that number. It's probably going to be 6-year, 7-year, $10.25 million deal. That's my opinion. And I know a lot of people at work. I work for Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm the producer on the Nielsen Show. I'll put a link in the description if you want to hear what we have to say. We talk sports. We talk Oilers every single day starting at 6 a.m. Where was I going with that? Oh, God. Where was I? Oh yeah, a lot of people disagree with this, and a lot of people are just pissed. If we were throwing the numbers out there, and so many Oilers fans were just like, oh, if it comes anywhere close to 10 million, which I mean, I'm sorry, it's going to. And I'm done with the team. This is just a disgrace. But I don't know what you want. This guy is literally a point per game player as a defenseman. He was last year, and I still think he is that kind of player. He's having a bad season. Even the best players have bad seasons, okay? That's just natural. They're human, okay? That's how it works. So, but I mean, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be 10 million. I will be very surprised if the Oilers offer 9 million. Bouchard walks. He's going elsewhere, and he's going to get paid elsewhere. That's the thing. Other teams are willing to pay a player of this caliber that money. And I'm sorry. Yes, the goings are tough. Like I said, when it's good, it's great. When it's bad, it's terrible. But I mean, he's a rare breed in the NHL, and like I said, Oilers fans have waited so long to have a right shot, highly offensive scoring defenseman. They got one, and now they're, bitching and complaining because he's not the best defensively. But just know that he can be good defensively. He can be. He's just not right now. So that's the way she goes. You look at, it's a different comparison, but Leon Draisaitl, he was such a power play merchant. All he cared about was offense, no defense. This year is light years better defensively. His 200, he's such a complete player right now. This year, That's why I'd give him the Hart vote, just because it's like miles. It's miles difference from what Leon was in years prior, and it's really cool to see. So I do think, he's going to get better defensively. He's still a really young player coming in at 25 years old. So there's definitely room to grow, and I think he will grow. I really do. So that's my thoughts, guys. Like I said, drop a comment in the comment section down below. I read and interact with every single one. And it is that time of the video, brought to you by www.timetrackers.ca. It's an Alberta-based company with clocks all over Canada at Time Trackers. They work around the clock for you, whether you want a big clock, a medium-sized clock, or this clock right here. You name it, they got it. Again, that's www.timetrackers.ca. And like I said, it is that time of the video. My most liked comment in my previous video, I will say, for whatever reason, this video tanked. It actually didn't do good. It didn't do good at all. But okay, I'm giving a shout out to my grandma. She got the most liked comment in the last video I did. I too watched that game and was cheering Ovi on. Good for him for breaking this record. I'm sure there will be another player coming along determined to break Ovechkin's record. That's just human nature. My opinion, of course. Oh, Grandma, what a beautiful comment. Round of clicks for Grandma. That is awesome. Round of clicks. Let's go, Grandma. I love you, Grandma. Thanks for watching all these videos. Truly means the world. And yeah, I mean, you just got a shout out on my channel. That must be really special for you. I bet it is. Okay, love you lots, Grandma. But if you made it this far, I just wanted to say something quickly. Yeah, this was a pretty big news last week, and I know it's a little late in getting to this, but someone passed away in Edmonton. Bruce McCurdy. I mean, this was trending all over Twitter. This guy, he left a legacy, and he was just a diehard Oilers fan. And if you don't know, he was on the show with David Staples, the Edmonton, the Cult of Hockey podcast. They did an episode every Oilers game, after every Oilers game, and I was a fan of theirs, like crazy. When I was in college, I literally watched every single game, or every single episode that they would do. If it was a night that I had to go to college in the morning, which happened every day, I'm not even joking, I'd wait till 2 in the morning, and I'd be the first view on this channel. So Bruce McCurdy passed away, and I mean, if it wasn't for like those guys, honestly, I was like, look at these guys, like they're having so much fun. They're uploading videos to YouTube, and they're getting a following, like they're getting content out there, and people are liking what they're putting out. I really don't think, if it wasn't for them, I'd be doing YouTube right now. So I just wanted to say that, Bruce McCurdy. And what's really, really cool is, obviously I graduated in broadcasting. I'm kind of part of the Oilers media right now. I'm in radio. And how cool was it last year? He gave me a follow on Twitter, and it just blew my mind. I'm like, wow, this is a guy I listen to. I love listening to for years. And he followed me. He knows who I am. It was the craziest thing ever. So I never had an interaction with him, but by all accounts, he's just a one-of-a-kind guy, and I just wanted to say those words. So rest in peace, Bruce McCurdy. I had to say that. And yeah, thanks for clicking on this video, guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. You guys are absolutely crushing it. Drop a comment down below. This is Above Average. I'm YouTube Trev. Don't be average when you can be above average. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.